What I want to do is try to clarify how to easily build your response around quotes so that you can deepen your understanding of the story. The same principles that we'll talk about here are principles that you can apply to the literary essay when it comes to writing body paragraphs. The first thing I want to do is just copy down my quotes. To establish a controlling idea, I simply want to name what it is that I see in the quotes. And then I simply want to record my thought about what the author is doing with that pattern. So I picked out my quotes while I was reading, I copied them down, and I've written a controlling sentence. All I have to do now is set up the quotes and examine the language that made me pay attention to them. Setting up the quote is as simple as writing just what is happening at that moment in the story. In my examination of the quote, I just want to think about the things that drew my attention to it. In this case, the cycling is the starting point. And the easiest things to pay attention to are things that are repeated. In this case, the difference between my real life and a facsimile of life. And what I simply want to do is observe how I think this contributes to the character development in the story. Once I've examined the first quote, I tried to connect it to the next one. Again, I'll keep it simple and pay attention to the repetitions rather than trying to make something up about what the quote means. And I'll try to conclude simply. I don't need to have any sort of expertise over what it is that I've written, because I'm trying to write my thinking. So I will simply guess, speculate, wonder about what the connection is that I'm making at this point. And that's how I'm going to make my response. Quotes, controlling idea, setup, look at the language. I hope this has been helpful.